Okay, Cancer, let's talk about what you need to hear. Disclaimer, you might not like it, but don't shy away from it. These cards and this reading is meant to help you, especially with this full moon energy. What does Cancer need to hear? What does Cancer need to hear? Any Cancer that comes across this reading and decides to click, what do they need to hear? Okay. You ignore the right answers because you want to be enabled. The past repeats. You don't need a love spell. You need to sit the fuck down. Abandonment issues. At the bottom of the deck, what you have fantasized is not what's happening now. I've been getting 6 of these for everybody, so I'm going to do the same thing for you. One more for Cancer, please. We have shadow self. This is the perfect time to do shadow work. To be, oh wow. And then underneath this one, you have inner child work. This is the perfect time to do it because you're releasing. With this full moon and with the eclipse, you're being faced with things that you may have buried, things that are not fully dealt with. Healing is continuous, so this could come up again 3 years from now, but in a different way. It just depends on what you have been doing and what you're actively doing each day to work on yourself. Might have a lot of emotion, especially with you being a water sign. Crying randomly. This is an emotional time with that eclipse energy. Feeling things much deeper than what you may normally feel them. We have despair coming out first, kind of confirming that here. You haven't been feeling your best. What does Cancer need to hear? I'm hearing that's going to turn around for you. Wow. Okay. So yeah. This was supposed to happen for you. Cancer. Look at this. This is fortunate. This is meant to heal you. It's meant to push you into healing. You're on the path to healing. That's where you need to be. Show me despair. Okay, so first thing I heard was loss of a child. My condolences. For others of you, you feel like, where is my change? Where are my blessings? Where are my manifestations? They are coming. Just because it doesn't look like it doesn't mean that it's not. There are some decisions, some moves that have to be made. This is all for your greater good. There may be someone that comes in to help you with this situation. May offer you a new job. This person, okay, I don't like that. I'm hearing takes pity, but it's not pity in a bad way. It's they understand where you're coming from. They may have been there at one point in their life. We have courtship at the bottom of the deck. You may end up in a relationship when it comes to dealing with this person, or it's just going to be a friendship that you didn't know you needed, but you're glad that you have. Somebody needs to focus on their children. They're not feeling their best at this time. They're not feeling 100%. And it may be because you work a lot. Expect powerful change. One more for Cancer. One more moon card, please. I said one more. Why do y'all do that to me every time? One more. What does Cancer need to hear? Adjustments are required. You're going to have to shake some to break some. Period. Believe in the impossible. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it never will. Okay. What does Cancer need to hear right now? I'm trying to go a little faster so you guys can have time to work with this moon. You're going to be receiving some sort of message, something that you need to hear. You need to listen not only to what someone is saying, but their body language, their actions. Actions speak louder than words. Woo! You may get a ringing in your ear at the time where you need to pay attention. Oh, shit. And then we have the moon. Listening to your gut, your intuition at the bottom of the deck. Pay attention to the signs. They are going to be presented to you. I'm being told to tell someone to read this again. Read it again. Not me, you. Someone likes feeling that self-pity because it keeps them from having to work harder. Ooh. No tea. All tea, no shade. Sorry. Cancer, what does Cancer need to hear? Look at you coming out in your reading. You are very reserved. You hold back a lot. You're not living to your fullest potential because of the issues, the underlying issues that you have. What does Cancer need to hear? I feel like you hold your true self in. Like, this is who you have the potential to be, but this is who you come off as. A Knight of Cups. What does Cancer need to hear? Okay. We have the King of Cups. So, like, who was that? I want to say Taurus. You have a lot of your own energy coming out here. You're holding on to something, Cancer. This could be a love interest or someone is holding on to you. You hold on to a lot of disappointment in life as well. You kind of use it as an excuse not to move forward, not to take risk, not to go after what you want. You may have been waiting for something too, waiting for feelings to be reciprocated, or saying like, oh, I'm healing, but you're just waiting for it to happen magically. That's not how this works. This is an active choice every single day that you wake up. You actively choose to heal and do better and be better. And the best way to help you reframe your negative mindset is to actively choose to be positive every single time you try to be negative. When I first started my journey, I was, how people are saying, be delusional now. That was literally me like 7 years ago. Delusional. Every bad thing that happened, I could have a negative thought creep up, but within the first 5 seconds, I would say that's not true, and I would come up with something else, even if I wasn't sure. Or I would just say, oh, it's supposed to be this way. It's going to get better. It's going to get better. Like, that's how it's supposed to be. Everything is going to work out. Like, I got on my mama's nerves with that, especially when things would just keep getting worse. And I was acting like it was all a part of the plan. It was perfect. This isn't bad. This is actually great. And she'd be looking at me like, I'm going to slap the hell out of you. I feel like you need to choose yourself in a situation. There may be a relationship or a few people that you're choosing between as well. You have a new cycle coming for you. 4 Cups. Okay, you're dissatisfied because you're not seeing the gift in the situation. You're not seeing the good in the situation. I'm going to get a little bit more for you because I feel like you need it. You're always disappointed in the things that you invest in, and I'm here to investigate in. You may charge right into it without any forethought. Just one, please. What is the Temperance? What's 4 of Pentacles? We got the Moon card. You're not expressing yourself fully. You're holding back how you really feel about a situation. What is this right here? Yes, you need to speak up for yourself and be honest with yourself. Okay, so when I first started my channel, I would always say the first step to healing is being honest with yourself about yourself. That is literally my slogan, motto, whatever you want to call it. The first step to healing is being honest with yourself about yourself. And when I say honest, I mean you make yourself cry. You have to. Because nobody knows you like you know you. You know where you mess up at. You know what. Come on. Come on. King of Cups in the World card. You know your flaws. You know what you've done wrong. You know what you've really thought. Only you know your deepest thoughts besides those above. So, I mean, I feel like this new cycle is delayed. Like, you have a level up to do, but you're stuck here because you hold this in and you don't do this. So you can't get here. Page of Cups, Four of Cups. It's like when certain things come your way, you're not happy with it because of the internal things that you need to work on. One more card for Cancer. Wow. We got the Empress. Wow. With the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. That's crazy. You cannot get to where you're going if you keep looking back. Wow. You need to watch some Tyler Perry plays, although it is a caricature or whatever. There is some really good, valuable advice within those plays. You get the hee hee ha ha's, you get the songs that are too damn long, but the advice when he goes off script, that is sound advice. And I use that a lot within my readings. I use television and books and film, plays. Those things come back to me to give to you. So please just watch one, multiple. I'm trying to remember which one that was. So Madea gets a job, and what is that one? It's one of the older ones. When she niece or somebody's like, well, how old is he anyway? 32. I forgot what it's called, but those are definitely two that you could look into.